Divisional Go J-Vi. It's episode 201, January 19th, 2025, National Popcorn Day. It looks like Mark Andrews had a lot of popcorn. Does it not?
Let's go. Ty Johnson. Game, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Game.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're just tuning in. We're just tuning in. Ty Johnson off to the races. Sliding down. That's it, dude. MVP. Who's the MVP?
Josh Allen.
Who's the MVP? This
Josh
is the MVP game, right?
Allen. Josh Allen did more for his team today than Lamar did. But I will say, Lamar did not lose that game. His team lost that game.
You think?
I think he gets an extra grace year because he did play well. I'll turn my TV down. It's probably loud.
Dude, he threw a pick and had a fumble. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he stayed poised. He stayed poised. McDermott tried to give that one away, though.
Dude. Do what?
McDermott tried to give it away. Like I said last week, at the end of last week, that for me, it was going to come down to our defensive coach making a defensive stop when we needed one. And our defense made a big play to get the fumble. We went down, kicked a field goal. Little bend, don't break there. They gave up a touchdown, but got to stop the 2-point conversion.
From the get-go, though, on the record, on the tape, like we've been all year, Tyler Bass.
I told you. I also called that. Transition game. Wow. And people have been dogging him all year. He's missed 5 field goals. I understand getting on him about the extra points. But 5 field goals in an NFL season when you kick 30 or 25, I don't know how many people that listen to this pod have kicked a field goal. That's pretty good.
How do you feel right now, dude?
I feel good. Phone's blowing up.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. Blowing up.
Look at Bebo. He said they stopped nothing. There they go, dude. We get it again. Look at that. Warm embrace, Lamar Jackson. Gosh, dude.
Hey, we got what we wanted.
We did get what we wanted.
A chance to redeem ourselves.
This is it. No Stephon Diggs to stare at the scoreboard after the game.
I know the guy that got that shot. I worked with him a lot. Yeah.
Dude, I saw one today or yesterday where somebody was like, Stephon Diggs had it again, but he was in a wheelchair. I was like, dude, that's messed up. Wow. Von Miller back to form. Fumward. Come on, dude. All right, here we go. Let me
hadn't seen speed from him like that since he played at Denver.
Oh, my gosh. Episode 201. We've got overview we're going to do. We got headlines. We got to talk about all 4 of these games for this weekend. The Chiefs win. The Commanders win. the Eagles win. The Bills win. So it's set. The Final Four is set. It's National Popcorn Day. Shout out Mark Andrews. That's a real shame because he dropped a lot of balls, ladies and gentlemen. He dropped a lot of balls. And we're gonna just go over the games. That's number 1.
Right.
What?
I want to hear what my guy's saying.
Oh, who? Josh. Okay. Live update. Everybody, shh. Josh Allen. There's Spencer. Say MVP. What a game, dude. This is the way you
for 22, 20 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. That's right. Blue collar, baby.
Dude.
America's team. Red, white, and blue.
Matt Stafford, the best quarterback? Well, no, Jaden Daniels, I guess, was pretty good. I think the best quarterbacks this weekend were Jaden Daniels or Matt Stafford.
Jaden Daniels had a good game.
DYLON here. DYLON's here. DYLON's here. He says Josh Allen gets married next year. They got to win it this year.
Hey, you say that about every team, man. DYLON can shut his mouth sitting on the sidelines.
Sam Darnold. Oh, my gosh, dude. What a win. Look. Hey, look. Here you go.
Yes, enjoy it at Fione's.
Here you go. There you go. Miss CO stats, absolutely.
Come on. Now the people that voted Lamar for MVP, you can watch that game and do something that I'm not going to say on here for getting canceled.
Wait, what?
The people that voted for Lamar to win the MVP, if they watch that game, they can go, do you know what? That I'm not going to say on air because I don't want to get canceled.
Did solidify it. How nervous were you? When they went down? Baltimore scores like right off the gate.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you watched last week's game, but Denver did it faster than Baltimore did it.
That's true. You did say that, though.
That's what we do. We start slow, and once we get going, we're hard to stop. That almost every team does that. We let them get their bullets out of the chamber, and then when they got to reload is when we take advantage of them. We let them do their scripted plays, usually very successful against us on their scripted plays. I don't think we show what we're going to do. I think we run, our base. It's like a nickel too high, but I think we run our base to let them do their, scripted plays, and then we attack them after that with our game plan.
How do you feel, man? I mean, Bills to the AFC Championship. When's the last time they were there?
2020.
That was the game?
Actually,
was that the game?
Before that. It was a year before that. No, it was the 2020 year. Not because we beat Baltimore in the divisional 2020 year with 2,000 people in the stands to go to the AFC Championship game. And that was like the first time we played Kansas City. Because the year after that was the 13-2 game, and that was a divisional game. But, a lot of people don't know this because they look at how great Josh Allen has been, but that's Josh Allen's only second win in the divisional. He was like 1-4 going into today.
Well, I think didn't he play Patrick Mahomes like 3 times in the divisional?
Yeah, well, Patrick Mahomes and Burrow. Those are all his losses. Well, that's right. He lost to Deshaun Watson. DraftKings, usually we shout out DraftKings.
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah. Okay. That was his rookie year, though.
Take it back one time.
Josh Allen's second year. That was Josh Allen's second year. But DraftKings, normally we shout them out, but I have to call them out. I don't know if this is a how dare you not or not. If it is, I have another one in the bank, so I'm not that concerned. But how dare you to DraftKings made a post that Josh Allen has not beat any good quarterbacks in the playoffs. And Josh Allen has beaten Baltimore in the playoffs, 4 years ago. But DraftKings wrote that not Lamar was the quarterback. The guy that played Miami this year, who made the Pro Bowl a couple years ago.
Tyler Huntley?
Yeah, that Tyler Huntley was the quarterback, which is not true because Lamar played 3 quarters of that game and went out in the fourth quarter with a concussion, and he threw a pick 6 that ended the game basically because his final score was what it was when he left. So, how dare you, DraftKings?
I mean, were you? Hold on, I still have all my stuff on over here. I don't know if people can hear that. Jeez Louise. I'm sitting here thinking, like, why is it so noisy in here? All right, I just muted it. Okay, we're gonna go in. Should we talk about this? I mean, do you have anything else to say about this? What do you got to say other than number? I mean, I figure we just do this game first, and then because it just ended, and you're like, you should be on cloud 9. You should be saying whatever you want to about all the haters and doubters, of which there were many.
Well, I've already said, we said it was the MVP game. Josh Allen played a lot better than Lamar. I mean, he had 126 yards passing, but he had 4 incompletions. Did what he had to do, got us in the right plays. I'm going to say this about this game, and this is just me, maybe looking for a take, because every year when they go to the combine and they do hand size, I'm like, what the hell? Like, why does hand size matter? And, they made a big deal about Josh playing in Buffalo with big hands because of the weather. And I can honestly say that I think that this was the first game that I've actually been like, maybe because Lamar has smaller hands, he's having a tougher time with his throws. It's slipping or handing or gripping the ball. Because when he fumbled, that was an abnormal fumble for him.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts had one earlier, I think.
But, Josh Allen didn't seem to have any of those issues. So, I don't know. I'm just thinking, maybe this hand size thing really does matter.
It's at number 3 worst thing. I think I supplied him with the first 2 because I think I asked his Dan Campbell on the hot seat.
I mean, is that Jared Goff ceiling?
Ooh. I don't know, but that made people mad. People got really mad. I mean, I don't know how many clown emojis you can put on a tweet, but That one and the one where I said, I don't know what the other top one was, but that was there was some more. But I mean, so the Bills win 28 to what was it? So we got Buffalo, Kansas City, Washington, Philadelphia. That's pretty cool. I hate the Eagles. Just full disclosure, as you can tell.
How much? I just got text this and was told to bring this up on the pod. Shout out to my guy Slick Nick. He texted me and he said, "How much you think Bills Mafia is donating to Andrews' charity?" Because that's what we're known for. That's what we're known for, and I guarantee you it happens.
Yeah, dude, you got to feel bad, but everybody's always piling on. Like, there's already tweets going out about people will slander Lamar, bring up Lamar, playoff history, bring up his turnovers, ignore Mark Andrews cost him the game. Da-da-da-da-da. Look, man, as a guy who sat here with Brock Purdy as the quarterback, I have had to fight off all the Jalen Hurts people who I keep ripping on, and I have to fight off the Lamar people because everybody, whenever the Niners lose a game, it is solely Brock Purdy's fault for not being able to carry the torch. So, I mean, I don't care. You shouldn't have thrown the pick. You shouldn't have fumbled the ball. Like, those plays matter. Like, I have to sit here and listen and take it every weekend this past year. You know, the kicker's missing kicks. Ronnie Bell's dropping footballs against the Rams. You know, the defense not being able to stop anybody. You're the quarterback, dude. It falls on you every time. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass, Lamar Jackson. You're Lamar Jackson. You're a 2-time MVP. Who cares if Mark Andrews dropped the ball?
If he wins the MVP again this year, which he probably will based on first team All-Pro, he will again only have as many playoff wins as he does MVP trophies.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. It's a real shame. But there you go. See, you should have run it. Don't leave it in anybody else's hands, literally.
That's like what we said about 2009 when we came down and scored on Montana in the semifinals, and it's 4th and goal, and we got Armani Edwards, the 2-time, Heisman winner for our level, and we throw it to a wide receiver, and we took it out of his hands.
Tex, is your TV volume on?
Yeah, but it's way far away. I didn't realize it was going to be affecting this. Let me turn it down.
Like, wait a minute. I thought I paused mine. Yeah, so, okay. Anything else, dude? I mean, started off a little rocky. The Bills played bully ball, correct? And then the Ravens played bully ball. The Bills didn't really do much in the third. Like,
that was the worst third quarter we've had all season.
James Cook hit his over. Told you he would. Khalil Shakir. Derrick Henry still had a decent game, but
he had a good third quarter.
The Ravens had 416 total yards.
But Derrick Henry scores on first possession if he catches that ball.
Yeah, that's true. He dropped it, and then Andrews dropped like 2 or 3 balls. But the big thing is, this is what I said before the playoffs even started, dude. This is exactly what I said. I put up the graphic last show that said, if you win the turnover battle, you will go far in the playoffs. The Lions, how you doing? Turn the ball over 5 times, you got beat at home. The Rams had the Eagles on the ropes in Philly. Guess what? Kyron Williams fumbles 3 times or whatever it was. And the Ravens, you're on the road. Guess what? You stink. And the only team in the history of football to never turn the ball over. That's what I'm saying. Ravens all the losers turn the ball over. They lost the turnover battle. I have a slide. I showed it last week.
They had 3 turnovers. Bills had 0.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is, in order to win football games, you have to protect the football.
Yes.
Yep.
In the cold? Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's
because I've seen the Bills win a lot of football games when Josh Allen does not protect the football.
But yeah, I mean, the Ravens statistically dominated every facet of this game. Basically, they averaged 7 yards a play, for goodness sakes. 7 of 10 on third down, dude.
We're the worst third down team, and
that's what it was.
We are 31st in third down defense.
So bad. Tex, what do you think about Ravens Bills before we move on?
I thought it was a great game and another testament to how awesome and how cool it is to sit here and watch cold weather, snow football.
Back-to-back games.
Dude, yeah. What a day. What a day of football.
And what a bunch of losers or people who don't even we'll have to save that for later, but that's a good tease.
But that game, I feel like, if anything, the Ravens lost that game. The Bills didn't win that game.
Look, I'm not even going to listen to what you had to say. That game.
You tell me if I'm not telling the truth. I mean, Mark Andrews fumbles the ball. Mark Andrews drops 2-point conversion because they were driving. They had all the most.
Right. Mark Andrews did fumble.
Sounds like Mark Andrews is a big puss. Can't handle the cold weather.
You can see it in Josh Allen's face sitting there on the bench. He's about to throw up because they're about to score this 2-point conversion. They got all the mo. They're about to win the game.
You know the Ravens. Look, the Ravens went 10 of 12 on third down. Whatever. I don't care. The Ravens went 2 for 2 on fourth down. Yeah, great. Whatever. You know what the Ravens did on 2-point conversions? 0 for 2. They lost by 2 points.
That's right. They could have won by 2 points.
Best 2-point conversion team in the league. Bills. Hey.
Let's go, Buffalo. There she is. Look at her. The Bills. They're back. Wait, who's that down there? Is that G?
Go Bills.
Yeah.
There we go. The Bills are back. Back in the AFC Championship.
I'm glad to see you send your daughter over there to watch the game with a real fan.
Hey, guys.
They want to support her.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, like everybody wanted. Now,
look, captain on captain. Bernard punches the ball out. Andrews fumbles. That was a captain on captain play.
Wow. Hey, he said, "I'm the captain now." Cue the.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Country Roads is here. I know who that is. I know we're about to go over that game, dude. That's Mr. Mahomes. I watched the game with him on yesterday. That was. Look, man. The freaking Chiefs. The Chiefs, man. I have made so many people mad on Twitter again. Of course I have. That's what I do on Twitter. Dude, we have been in football heaven, McCormick. You're exactly right, P. McCormick. Chiefs Bills is the real Super Bowl.
3 games left, boys.
That's it. Bills are one of them. We got an NFC East showdown. She is again. Oh my gosh, we film in front of a live studio audience for those of you listening to the podcast. All right, let's. I got some headlines here. Anything else on the Bills before we get going?
Right.
We got the slideshow set up. Anything else?
No.
Okay. You sure? This is your time. We're not going to go over the game again.
Till I think about it.
Okay. You can interject anytime.
There's my quarterback. There's Smoney.
Oh, is he on there?
Yeah.
There's our guy. 8 ball.
Smiling.
There he is. Trubisky's in the background there.
Talk about playoff performance. Holy smokes. Have a game 8 and 2.
Funny. Vontez Burfict volunteered to end Mahomes' career with 100,000 likes. Like, dude, he might get over that. Hey, shout out to McDermott for wearing just a vest and a turtleneck. That was an all-time power move.
That was a tough guy move. It was a tough guy move. And I was here for it because normally he wears a beanie too. He usually wears one of those puffy jackets and a beanie. Think he did the Vaseline rub down?
He had to.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes. They're having the Brindle family is having an absolute field day this year. They've got his mom is a Bills fan. He's a Commanders fan, and then his brother Melvin's an Eagles fan.
House divided.
It's outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
Best football year in the Brindle household ever.
I guess their dad has to be a Chiefs fan.
No, he was a longtime Redskins fan that switched to the Panthers whenever they made it.
Right. The Brindle family is on cloud.
But he would have pulled for the Redskins today.
Yes.
Hey.
I forgot about the Panthers thing. Great guy. Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Let's move on. Let's hit the salute. Let's salute the yes, dude. Love that guy. Love him. Absolutely. Okay. Let's move on to what are we going to? Oh, headlines. Let's do headlines. So let's hit salute your sports. I got slides today, boys. I got a lot of Miss CO Stash just texted us and said that she's always wanted to do that, so she cracked the party. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here are the headlines. Is the NFL trying to make all of us hate the Chiefs? Okay, I'm sorry. Did anybody else watch that game yesterday? Chiefs win 23-14.
Or bits and pieces.
Oh my gosh, dude. The opening kickoff, the guy runs down the field. Big return for the Chiefs. Strips the ball. The guy before he's even off the field, the guy who stripped the ball for the Texans, rips his helmet off and then punches his coach in the chest. Like Aaron Rodgers, Robert Salah style. Just stiff arms him right in the chest. So, and then they couldn't do any, like the Chiefs couldn't score, so it was ended up being 3-0. So that's how it started. Then the Texans go down and get a field goal. And then on third down with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, we get the worst roughing the passer call I've ever seen. Will Anderson.
He helmet to helmet. There's a picture of it.
There's a lot of pictures of helmet to helmet that they don't call. Georgia Tech, Georgia. Remember that? The Eagles guy who got absolutely his face mask caved in by Oren Burks on the opening kickoff of the Packers.
There's funny again. Your argument shouldn't be against the Chiefs. Because like you just said, there's a lot of pictures of a lot of things. Your argument should just be of why they're never missed against the Chiefs.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying is the NFL trying to make all of us hate the Chiefs because Chiefs fans think we hate them, right? Chiefs fans think we hate the Chiefs, and that's not the case. It's just every time there's a call that could go away that would impact the game, it always goes in favors of the Chiefs. Like that's the issue everyone has. Like, and then they come back and miss a textbook hip drop tackle on Dalton Schultz, who's streaking down the sideline on that drive, which they could have scored. Right? Who knows? But it just, I don't. What lost the Texans that game is their special teams. Their special teams were terrible. Kicker missed a PAT. They had a field goal block. They had a missed field goal. They gave up a big return. Like, you just can't do that against the Chiefs, not in Arrowhead.
No.
So, but, I mean, and then
that game right there, too. That was a mark against the you can't just flip a switch and turn it on crowd. Because I've watched Travis Kelce be so bad and so lackadaisical all year long, and then the playoffs start, and he flips the switch.
What is wrong with his hair?
Wow. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know what he's doing with his hair. But you had Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift up there. That George Karlaftis guy, though, the Chiefs defense on the blitz, that dude, the Spags just knows when to blitz, dude.
Yeah.
Spag knows when to blitz.
He's incredible.
Yeah. But I will say this. The Chiefs did have confetti going off. Did the Bills have confetti for their divisional win?
No, because we knew we were going to win.
Oh, man. Would the Chiefs, is that, what was that? Are we worried about that? Them firing confetti for a divisional win?
Hey, that might be in their last win, so they wanted to celebrate.
That's true. There were two massive drives in that game, by the way. The Texans had a 15-yard drive, and then the Chiefs had a 13-yard drive. But that was the other one when the two guys collided into each other. That was the drive where Mahomes did he loves to do the Air Jordan parallel throw.
Aikman even got mad about that. Aikman's like, he's just looking for a penalty, and that's what we need to get out.
And on the sideline when he got pushed and flopped. It is.
That's probably the most annoying thing. Like the sideline theatrics is probably what drives everybody crazy because it's like you can't hit him, but if you do hit him on the sideline, it's an automatic flag. And so that we need to there needs to be something done about that. That should be equal to a taunting.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Flop.
You got to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying. There you go. Yeah, the flop was awful. He said Zane Gonzalez had the best hair. Zane, dude, he talked about that. They interviewed him. Anything else from Chiefs, Texans?
No.
I don't. It's just so hard to watch those games, dude.
No,
it's so hard.
I feel like Stroud has hit the ceiling.
Stroud I thought Stroud was awesome.
Stroud and
I know that's what I'm saying. Like this, that's as good as he's gonna get.
Who'd you rather have, CJ Stroud or Brock Purdy?
Stroud.
Shut up.
Stroud hasn't missed the playoffs.
Yep. And he has less weapons than Purdy.
And
look
what he's done.
Look what he's done.
And he's not married.
And he's not married, as far as we know.
I was gonna say, do you know that? Can you confirm?
No ring.
I already told you about Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, everybody's talking about the best rookie season we've ever seen. He still hasn't thrown for 4 touchdowns in a game, and as a rookie, like in the playoffs, like Brock Purdy did. He still hasn't thrown for 300 yards like Brock Purdy did.
There's a reason why that guy won the Heisman. Because he's good.
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
I called it before the season. I have the tweet. I have proof later in the show.
The Bears got to be kicking themselves.
Dude, that's a tease for the shambles-o-meter.
Oh, my bad.
All right, here's the second one was, did Jaden Daniels get Dan Campbell fired? We'll go over all these when we put up the scoreboard. And how much credit does Jalen Hurts get for the Eagles win? Oh, no, dude. Don't turn into one of those guys. Don't be one of the rushing yards guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Can't be having that. All right.
Is he a running back?
I don't know. That's what we have to do now. Okay. That's where we're going. I think all of these were somewhat close. Matt Stafford did not get a game, so let's get to that one. So, anyways. All right. The early game today was the Rams and the Eagles, and it started off, and I was wondering, I'm like, where's the snow?
Yeah.
Because I was told this was a snow game.
I did my lineups based on that.
Yeah. And also, honorable mention, how dare you, to PFF, because PFF was flashing, you know how they do the ranking, let's introduce the lineups on NBC. PFF flashes up Saquon Barkley's grading as number 10 as a running back.
His agent must not be paying him.
How stupid is that? How dumb is that? Unbelievable, dude. Unfreaking believable. But, so, this game, I mean, Jalen Hurts had the big run early. But, dude, this game, the Eagles, I don't know, their offense is one. That's it. It's Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it is. It is Saquon Barkley. Here he goes. Look at Saquon on his last touchdown run. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns.
All 4 of his touchdowns against the Rams this year were over 60-yard runs.
So stupid, dude. So stupid. But
I would just like to know what it's like to run by everybody like that, and while you're running, you can do a celebration or something because you know you're so fast that you won't get caught. Like, I will never know what that feels like.
I'm telling you, dude, the Eagles tried to give this game away. I don't know if Jalen Hurts got hurt. He hurt his knee at some point. And the Rams had him on the ropes. It was like 15-16 after the safety. Like the Rams, and they were stepping up, and then all of a sudden, Kyron Williams forgot to hold on to the ball. They didn't block Jalen Carter. Like, Big Dom was out there in a short sleeve shirt. Sean McVay looked really cold. Like,
he did.
That's the first time I've seen him wear a hat.
Sean McVay?
Yeah, let's not forget that Matt Stafford like shovel past a handoff because he couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yep, that was in the red zone.
Yep, in the red zone. Lost it down. They ended up kicking a field goal.
What's his hand size?
I don't know. He had
Not big
2
enough
drops
to
by
hold a frozen football.
Puka and Higbee late in the third quarter. They had 2 drops. They had the fumble to start the fourth quarter. They stopped a tush push. That was awesome.
I almost saved the Rams season, though.
Oh, you did.
Because I prematurely checked the box at my Eagles -6 one when they were up 14. Because I think in my head, even if the Rams score, they're going to kick the extra points. Nope. What do they do? They go for 2 and get it.
I watch the Rams and I'm like, that color combination is too. It's not snow. That is not snow. That's not. Those aren't snow colors. You know what I mean? Like yellow and blue like that. That's probably why the Lions built a dome, because they were like, man, we can't have this out here. Like that gray, the darker green and gray and black. That's snow colors like the Eagles have. You know?
Yeah.
Like the Rams are too much. They have too much neon blue. And they're just, I don't know. Their defensive line is really good, by the way.
Yeah, and their guy got hurt.
Yes, that was a big one. That's probably why they started running the football. But Jalen Hurts threw for 120-some yards. How much credit does he get for this?
For the win?
He
for had a 40-yard touchdown run.
Tex, as a Cowboys fan.
I mean, you said it earlier. He gets all the credit.
Why does
that
he
is
get
true.
all?
You said.
I mean, I'm using your own words against you.
Yeah, he did say that.
Argue against yourself. Go ahead.
Good point.
Look at it.
Okay, then Brock.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Then Brock Purdy is a top 5 quarterback.
Who has
more playoff wins than Brock Purdy? Please.
There's 4 quarterbacks left, and Brock Purdy's not one of them.
Let's talk about wins.
Wait a minute. How did we get here? What is this? What is this argument?
I was saying that
it's
because
every argument.
you get all the blame to Brock Purdy, and he never gets any of the credit.
How he got. The question was, does Jalen Hurts get all the credit for this win? He's the quarterback.
No,
yes.
I said, how much does he
Now
get?
you're talking about Brock Purdy. What are we talking about here? I have no idea how this even turned to this.
He'll find a
way. I made the argument earlier.
It's factory reset. Like I got him so good he hit factory reset. He's like Brock Purdy.
You misunderstood.
Surprised his computer didn't freeze up.
He's sitting here thinking he got me, but he actually helped me. He helped me.
His face.
He's just rambling now.
Brock Purdy.
He's rambling about nothing.
No, you said earlier. Like I literally used your own words against you, and you don't know what to do. So now Brock
all the credit
Purdy
for wins and losses.
Brock Purdy, 2 years ago, Brock Purdy should have been the MVP. Got it.
That's AK's Tourette's word.
Yep.
I'm just saying, Brock Purdy never gets credit for the wins.
Okay.
He only gets credit for the losses. But now everybody else gets credit for the wins and no credit for the loss. Got it.
Hey, whose fault was it that they didn't make the playoffs this year? Whose fault was it? Whose fault was it? Say it. Brock Purdy's.
No, it can't be because he doesn't get credit for the wins.
He's the quarterback. Okay.
He did. Yeah. He got credit for 5 wins.
I'm just I'm just reading off people not blaming Lamar. They're blaming Mark Andrews, but whenever the Niners lose, it's Brock Purdy's fault. That's what I'm saying. So
we were talking about Jalen Hurts.
Yes. I said, how much credit does he get? And you said all of it because you just said that and you missed the complete argument earlier. So you're completely
moving on.
Okay, moving on.
AK's.
No, Texas doesn't realize what he did. He stepped in his own doo-doo. He's like a dog chasing his tail. He's like, oh, got it. Wait, this is my own tail.
Why does he keep saying that? All right, next slide. Let's go.
Did the overhit? Yes, it did. It did. 44.5. Did the Eagles cover? No, they did not. Bums. What was I going to hit? I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Eagles win. Here we go. We already talked about the Chiefs and the Texans, but I do have a bunch of slides here to go through. Here, watch this. Here's the Chiefs in the first half, 123 yards. Here's the Chiefs in the second half, 212 yards. They didn't even put up 100 yards in the second half.
Jeez.
They didn't put up 90 yards. They put up 89 yards. What is this? We're watching these games and nobody could. Like, I'm supposed to believe we've got generational quarterbacks littered throughout the playoffs, and nobody threw for more than 130 yards. Like, all the teams that won just ran the ball and won the turnover battle. That's all they did, except for the Texans.
Well, I mean, two out of the 4 games were snow games.
So what?
So I do expect
Matt Stafford
the
threw for like
to be
350.
potent.
Matt Stafford threw for 350 yards in the snow against the best defense in the NFL. That's not an excuse. Look at this stat.
Saying.
The Texans are the first team in the NFL postseason history to outgain their opponent by 100 yards, have 0 turnovers, and lose. Every other team was 49-0 before that.
There's always a stat for something.
But speaking of the Commanders, ladies and gentlemen, NFC teams with the longest conference championship game droughts.
Yikes!
The Cowboys. Let's go.
Wow.
Who gets the blame? Who gets the blame? Is it Dak?
Jerry Jones.
It's Jerry. Oh.
For this it does, because it spans across multiple quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say that it's Dak Prescott's fault for the
Yes, you can.
90s and early 2000s.
Yes, I can. When they pay him $60 million a year, you better give me $60 million results.
Wait,
I lost. Wait, did he mute? Okay, he muted himself. That was a shot at you. What?
So it's Brock Purdy's fault that they haven't won a Super Bowl since '95.
That's right, dude. Brock Purdy, if he was playing for the Cowboys, he would have won. Okay, Commanders at the Lions, boys. If you're a Lions fan, who are you most mad at? Are you most mad at Dan Campbell? Are you most mad at Jared Goff? Are you most mad at the defensive coordinator? Like, put your Lions hat on. 45-31, and this thing was never really close.
I mean, I told y'all about Jared Goff a long time ago. I'm with you, though, on the same as C.J. Stroud. Is this Jared Goff's ceiling?
How does that – okay.
Can he not get them over the hump? And Dan Campbell got beat at his own game.
He did.
What did we have? Did we have the 4th down counter going? I believe it was 3-0 Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to go for it all the time on 4th down, that means you practice it. So your defense should be able to stop 4th downs. They got beat at their own game.
They did. The analytics.
And also, I believe I said this on the last show. I'm still confused on why Detroit's defensive coordinator is getting as many head coaching looks as he's getting.
That's such a good point, dude.
I mean, 2 years in a row, they've had some of the worst defenses and get 40 points put up on them. A lot.
Why?
The NFC North in general, though, they benefited from the divisions they got to play this year. They played the AFC South, terrible division, so they swept those. And they played the NFC West. So, they benefited from playing weak divisions, and they got a lot of wins. Their division got a lot of wins, 3 teams in the playoffs, but when they actually had to play good teams, they crumbled.
I
believe you said it. They are the ACC.
Yes. Is the NFC North the ACC of the NFL?
Yes.
Right? They get all these regular season records, get ranked, all this stuff. Then they get to bowl season, and they lose 9 out of 11 games. So, is the NFC North the ACC? I think we can confirm this year that is the case. No disrespect to the ACC, but the Lions do.
No. All due respect.
You're right. All due respect. With all due respect.
All due respect
to the ACC, not the Lions and the Vikings, and they're all yelling at each other too on the internet because they're all just dunking on each other. We own the North. No, you don't. You've only won 5 division championships. Oh, yeah? Well, we got there with Sam Darnold and da-da-da. And the Bears are like, yeah, next year we're up. And it's like, all of you are out. You're done. It's over. Fight amongst yourselves. It's like,
look, that's what you get to do when your team's not playing. You get to talk about next year.
I love, like, the best part about being and you're going through this now is like,
I can't wait till next year.
Oh, me either. Niners got the easiest schedule already. Brock Purdy's going to have a field day. MVP. No, but you get to watch all the coverage.
He's doing another TV show. He's not.
Hey, that's also a teaser for later. There was a couple of things in this game. Not Rams, but Lions Commanders. Teddy Bridgewater got in.
Yep. And then they scored on that play.
They had a quarterback controversy.
Didn't they just sign him from being a high school coach?
Yeah, but all he did was hand it off, though. He just
take that.
No,
he threw a pass. He threw a pass.
I'm just saying on that play.
He was there for 3-4 plays,
and he threw a block on that play too.
Here's the question: Who's better? Who had the better half appearance? The quarterback from Notre Dame who came in, or Teddy Bridgewater? You remember that?
Oh, you know what?
Yep.
You know what? Teddy Bridgewater was better in the playoffs this year than Brock Purdy was.
Oh, it's hard to argue. He was also better than Dak
and Darnold.
Darnold. He did have more positive yards than Darnold because Darnold had like negative 82 yards rushing. Wow. Breaking news. Teddy Bridgewater had more rushing yards than Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Wow.
Teddy Bridgewater comeback player of the year.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Good observation.
I like that. Get out of here, DeMar Hamlin.
He told Jeff Saturday to hold his beer going from coaching high school back to the NFL.
Instead of coaching, what a pansy, Jeff Saturday. Go throw some pancakes at a giant screen like you're playing TGL. That's what they're going to do next on ESPN is have Jeff Saturday hitting pancakes into a 48-foot screen, jumping around and yelling at stuff.
Is this pancake cake?
They do this. I see it at work all the time. It's Jeff Saturday, 48-year-old man, hopping around in his skinny suit with his stupid Chuck T's on, throwing pancakes at a screen. He's like,
I'm going to go on record and say skinny suits are dumb. Let's bring back regular suits.
Let's bring back 2000 NBA draft.
Yeah, no, not that kind. Not that kind. Just regular suits.
Suits that go all the way over your ankles. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. They'll come back around. In the second quarter of this game right here, they scored 42 total points. That's the most points ever scored in a playoff game in history in a quarter. So,
Lululemon isn't fashion.
No,
I said
it's not. I say it, dude.
Hey, it's offensive.
But Teddy Bridgewater, dude, Laporta had a sick catch in this game, one-hander. Remember
who had the best diving throw of the day? I mean, you had Mahomes who's falling down through a wide open Travis Kelce. You had Jared Goff falling down, throwing to a Laporta who makes a one-handed catch.
This is a big week. That catch was sick, dude.
Yeah, it was.
That catch was so sick.
Especially when you captain him.
Jameson Williams is like the most confusing player ever. Like, he is so good and so fast, and then he should never have thrown that ball that got picked.
No.
But
no.
Man, Dan Campbell was crying after the game. That was sad.
Did he have a dip in?
I don't know. I didn't see. They got to stop showing his teeth, dude. His teeth. Dan Campbell's teeth looks like the what are those? It looks like the things that people make out of pallet wood, like they refurbish pallet. I made this. I made this from reclaimed pallet wood. It's just like a pallet of wood. That's what Dan Campbell's dip teeth look like. Looks like there were some other things. His dip teeth looks like the bamboo on the side of our like on a swamp.
Yeah.
His dip teeth looks like the inside of a piano.
Okay. Next slide.
Lions lose. Oh, hold on. Do I got to ask? Is Jaden Daniels good? That's I buried the lead.
Yeah. I think that he's good.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think he's good. because it's gonna make it for a really long, like, next 5 years.
It's crazy too. You know what a new coach with some discipline can do in a year. I mean,
what a turnaround!
I was talking to Maru, and I was telling him, I was like, I think the Cowboys made a huge mistake letting Dan Quinn go, because basically it looks like he was the guy who was keeping everything together for the Cowboys. That's what it really looks like.
Wow. I mean, that is a guy who went to the Super Bowl, and once he left the Falcons, they sucked. He left the Cowboys, they sucked. He got to Washington, they're really good. Like,
they're really good. They got a great core. They got great receivers.
They got the front office guy from the Niners. Shout out Brock Purdy.
Yep. They got a good thing going in Washington. It's really unfortunate for me. So
Demo said hindsight's 20/20, and that's you can take that to the bank because he's an eye doctor.
Well, I always thought that Dan Quinn was the best defensive coordinator we would ever have, and I think that's holding up to be true.
Should have kept him in the building, and they even got rid of Mike McCarthy. This is a wasted year. That was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, last year they should have fired him. They should have fired him last year and brought on Sean Payton before he went to the Broncos.
I can't believe he dropped that ball.
Who? Mark Andrews?
Yeah, they're showing it on SportsCenter.
By the way, the Commanders went for it on fourth all the time, but they had a terrible quarterback sneak. They've only done 2 all year. Martin Mariota during that game.
Yeah, was he trying to pitch it back? What was he doing?
I don't know what that was. Josh Allen almost tried to pitch a ball back. You see it?
He did.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the turning point of the game if he was trying to do that.
I'm just glad we kicked it.
Great. Bass redeeming himself. That was
He's
playoff
back,
Bass.
baby.
Hey, playoff T.
Hey, our specialists look good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you need against the Chiefs. You can't be going there like the Texans. Here it is. So all right, so speaking of Jaden Daniels, there's not a single blitz Detroit sent at Jaden Daniels last night when passing that resulted in a negative play. Not a single one. This is from Louis Riddick. On the other hand, when blitz, he had throws that resulted in gains of 24, 13, 11, 58, 38, 14 yards of scramble, 12 yards pass. The QBR versus the blitz was 99.4. Dude, I mean, the Lions' defense was decimated, but still, like, to be that efficient against the blitz.
You were stopping other people you played. You stopped the Vikings the week before.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do it.
But
they didn't stop the Bills, though. I don't know.
But
Brown made a couple good catches, too.
He had a big game.
And he came out of nowhere. Playoff Brown.
St. Brown or Diami Brown?
Diami Brown.
Shout out Tar Heels before Bebo says it. But yeah, and they had the Lions had that pretty sweet play that was like a pitch to Montgomery, and then he shoveled it back to St. Brown. That was sweet. Ooh, there it is. Let's go. Let's get to it. Other games, I don't think. I mean, we pretty much there you go. See, I told him he's going to go heels. So, which did the over hit in that game? 76 total points. Lions didn't cover. I don't have anything else on the games. Do you guys have anything else on the games?
No.
All right. I really wanted the Eagles to lose. I hate the Eagles. I don't know why. I hate the Eagles so bad.
It's because they got those colors, man. Like green and silver.
No.
Are bad colors. If they were like green and blue, I think that they'd be more likable. But the green and silver, the uniforms, they're just terrible, man. Like everything about the Eagles is terrible.
Their defense, their offensive line, their receivers, and their running back are really good. And Jalen Hurts gets all the credit, and that's what irritates me. I'm a big disperse the credit. Just make the credit make it fair all the way around. That's just all I'm saying.
Life's unfair, dude. It's about overcoming obstacles. Like when your starting safety gets hurt.
That's a terrible reason to dislike the Eagles, man. Like I have a legitimate reason. I don't like their colors. Their jerseys are ugly. Their organization's terrible.
Their fans are mean.
Their fans are mean.
Their fans sit there and tell me all the time.
Their stadium's a dump.
And their quarterback goes out there and throws for 120 yards, and all he has to do is turn around and hand the ball off. Looks real familiar, doesn't it, Eagles fans?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like what Purdy did last year to McCaffrey. He couldn't do it this year. They didn't make the playoffs.
But I'm supposed to believe Jalen Hurts is elite. Yeah, right. Get out of here.
I know. Who's saying that?
The Eagles fans. That's why I can't stand them. Oh, with all due respect.
Guess what, dude? I bet the Titans fans are saying Will Levis is elite too.
I bet you they aren't.
They might be.
I bet you they aren't.
They were before the season.
They want Sam Darnold.
Trade the number 1 pick away for Sam Darnold.
Hey, there you go. There was that meme that DYLON tried to get me with. Forgot to send the whole picture. So the Niners were going to trade Purdy for the number 1 overall pick. Never going to happen. Okay, what are we doing next? We are doing, I think, we talked about all the games. Got that. So then we're going to do the football yay. We're going to hit that drop.
Football yay.
Here we go. Football time. Shambles-o-meter. Up. Boom. Here it is. Number 4. Tex. This is for you. It says, what does it say? Hopefully,
all the haters of snow and cold football games, because what we witnessed was beautiful. The weather, the football, the steam coming out of people's helmets. Like that's whenever you think football, you don't think of September, sunny weather. You think of that kind of stuff. Ice bowls, frozen tundra. That's what you want. Like whenever you watch football games, that's what you want.
I want the fumble that squirts out, right? And then goes like 15 yards across the ground because it hits the ice and they punch it out so hard it just like skates like it's a puck on ice.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody that jumps towards it slides like 5 yards past it or is slipping and falling. It looks like a Three Stooges movie out there. That's the kind of weather I want when the ball gets popped out.
Well, I think too, it's, that's how you know it's playoffs. The cold weather, like snow games. That's for the NFL at least. That's how you tell. Like you think about high school football, like you always wanted to play when the grass was brown, because that meant you're deep in the playoffs. You're playing late in the season because they don't have the upkeep like college and NFL do, where the grass is still green in December and stuff. Like if you're playing the grass is brown in high school, you're in the playoffs. So to play in cold weather games in NFL, that means you're in the playoffs and means your team's doing good, unlike y'all's teams.
I have to say, shout out Jalen. I do like Jalen Hurts. That's the thing. Football-wise, or off the field, I like Jalen Hurts. I think he's a cool guy. But he did say that whenever he was, or maybe it was Saquon, one of them said that whenever he played Madden, he would turn all the elements all the way up, 100% snow. It's like, this is what you live to play. And I'm like, yeah, that's really relatable because we all did that.
Yeah.
So, yes, people who hate snow football are in shambles. We need that. We need to see. You have to be able to watch games where it's not just the offense has to win the game, right? You have to be good on special teams in the winter, in the snow. Mm-hmm. You have to be good on defense. You have to be able to run the football. It really brings to light all the other aspects of football other than just throwing the football all over the field. And that's when purists of football love it. I think that's why we like it so much. Like kicking a field goal, dude, like they had to run out there and scrape off Jake Elliott's footing every time he went to kick.
And it's important, too, that other people do that so he doesn't get snow stuck in his cleats and it becomes, a tennis shoe.
Dude, shout out the punter for the Eagles, too. Some of the holds he made.
Yeah.
Those snaps were pretty errant. So, good for him. Number 3 on the Shambles meter are Bears fans. I think we touched on this. I have 2 slides to confirm this. Because if only one of the Chicago Bears had drafted one of these guys, their franchise could have been totally different.
Could have. But maybe their careers are totally different.
Maybe.
I mean, they say quarterbacks go to die in Chicago.
But this is hilarious to do this.
Yes.
To the Bears fans. So shout out Big Cat, fake Bears fan, apparently. That's a big stink, but who cares? And secondly, I don't know why this is zoomed way in, but it was supposed to say that they're just Eddie George yelling at your face right here. But they're supposed to hire or interview Eddie George, the Bears are, for their head coaching job.
What are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're on the shambles meter. Number 2 is bread and milk.
Mm.
There's a chance down here on the east coast of North Carolina of snow, and all the bread and milk is in shambles because people will go out there and they will buy that stuff like it's going out of style, boys.
I think that was us last week. We were supposed to get snow during the week, and they were. Yeah, I think you guys got it, but we were supposed to get what y'all got down where I live, and it was like it didn't snow enough that you couldn't see the top of the grass. But like you said, bread and milk gone. They're talking about it maybe coming this week. Nobody's touching the bread and milk because they still have it from last time.
I'm telling you, dude. I live down on the eastern part of the state here, and it's gonna, if it snows a few inches, it's gonna be a disaster.
No, you guys don't have any hills out there, so it's flat. I mean, that's the nice part.
Well, I'm not gonna freak out, but everybody else down here will.
Yeah, I mean, you
like,
lived in the mountains for years, so
lived in Iowa, lived in the mountains. Like, if you can drive in the mountains of Boone, North Carolina, and Linville, and all that stuff, you drive it. You weren't driving, dude. You weren't driving.
I was
just look at the odds. The odds are out for the games next week.
I was letting Ghost ride the whip,
and I've already put in my parlays.
So
it's yeah, because I wanted to make sure I jump on the odds early.
Yeah,
because the over and unders are set at 48.5, and that's low. I've already taken both overs for sure.
It's usually 22, 18, 22, and 19.
The weather.
Bills Chiefs games.
Do you want me to pull them up?
No, we can do that on Wednesday.
No, that one's going over.
Okay. Number 1 is the NFC North in shambles.
Weather in Kansas City is supposed to be no precipitation, not even that cold, mid-30s. And then Philly, let's see here.
It doesn't matter what happens. We still have to play Kansas City in Kansas City every year. We've done it like 7 years in a row.
Yep. I don't even check the weather anymore. It doesn't matter. Good call. Yep. Doesn't matter. Unless you're betting the over and the favorites quarterback passing yards
for the
over.
game.
Bet the under. People are going to be enamored with this Chiefs Bills thing, where they're like it's going to be that shootout laser show like it was last time. Absolutely not. Number 1, NFC North, boys, shambles meter. 0-3 in the playoffs. We said it earlier. They're the ACC of the NFL. All this chatter, all this we want to be in, all of this, look at us, toughest division in football.
Yep. Skull Nation.
Yep. Motor City, MCDC, youngest Motor City, Dan Campbell, MCDC, this and that, black uniforms. Yeah, right, dude. And then the Packers, Jordan Love's the guy. No, he's not. You guys stink. You can go 14-3 every year, and it won't amount to diddly poo. Get back of the bus. You guys stink. Okay, that's it for that one. And we've got the betting cards to look at, and then how dare you, and then we're done. So let me pull this down and hit the electric. Oh, I forgot to mention this, boys. DYLON sent us this. Dan said, see you in 2 weeks at the end of the season there for the division title, and it's just a picture of them on the beach.
Good point. Yeah.
DC, AOC. Just hanging out under an umbrella, drinking
Cancun on 3.
Just Dan Campbell's dip teeth looks like the straw that washes up from the ocean on the beach. I can't stop making Dan Campbell dip teeth jokes. What are we doing? Okay. Here it is, boys. The
Oh,
Deluxe
no.
Donkey Divisional Parlay. DeAndre Hopkins, I don't think caught a pass.
Nope.
Montgomery, A.J. Brown did not catch a touchdown. He did drop one, though. James Cook, told you. So I think I went 2-2. I don't know what did David Montgomery get over 50 yards?
Let's look it up.
Looking it up. He had 28 yards rushing and no receiving yards. So no.
No.
However, Jahmyr Gibbs is really good at football.
Good.
So that was the worst Deluxe Donkey Divisional Parlay you ever laid your eyes on. So 1 for 3. Dead after the first game.
Wow.
My apologies. Great graphic, though. Really good graphic.
Yeah.
J-Vi.
Divisional round games. I didn't trust the spread, so I took Chiefs money line. Washington plus 9.5. I told you that the NFC North was frauds. I also told you that the Rams Cinderella run was ending. Philly -6, which was a push. So that parlay cashed. I took the national championship game that's tomorrow night as a single, and I'm going Notre Dame plus 8.5. I think they have good enough defense.
You were right, though, the Chiefs money line, because they got screwed with that safety at the end. I think it ended up getting up to 9.5, and they took the safety.
Yeah, to make it 9.
Yep. It opened at 8.5.
That's what it would have been if I would have taken it. It was 8.5.
Okay. But you did. You nailed it. All right. DYLON gave you Kareem Hunt for a sneaky, and he did. He absolutely got a sneaky touchdown. Kareem Hunt did.
And
Goddard had a pretty good game. Nico over 80.5 receiving yards. I don't know. He kept going in and out of the game, though, too.
I don't think he did.
Oh, he had 81. It says 81, but I think DYLON said it stopped at 80. Didn't he send that picture?
It
says 81 on this website that I'm looking at right now. So we're counting that as a win. And McLaurin, I'm pretty sure McLaurin had over. So DYLON gave you...
Yeah, he had that long...
like 58-yarder or something.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that he was over. So DYLON was 2 for 2 on his prop bets there. Yeah, McLaurin had 87. So boom, bing, bang. DYLON had a good day there. Good for him. Good for him. Okay. So that was the betting cards. Tex, how'd you do on your... We didn't get your official betting card, but I know you had...
I had Kansas City Chiefs -8.5, Detroit Lions -9.5, which didn't hit. Obviously. Buffalo Bills money line, Eagles money line. So that's 3 out of 4 right there. And then I've also got in that same parlay Notre Dame +8.5.
The boys are riding on Notre Dame, huh?
And I also had a parlay for Josh Allen and Derrick Henry anytime touchdowns.
Nice.
Did those hit?
Yep.
Derrick Henry had a touchdown?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. You're right. Where was I?
Being mad at the Eagles. Brock Purdy.
Forgot what I was doing. I was probably writing stuff.
He's sitting there watching the CJ Stroud.
He's watching the 2023.
Getting mad because he's getting more clout than Brock Purdy.
No, I was look at my notes that I write down during the games. That's probably what I was doing. Okay, that's it. For that one. Good job on the bets, boys, except for me.
I'd like to shout out to myself too.
Go ahead.
For our DFS matchups that we play every week. I won, by the way.
It's right here on the bottom of the screen.
And that's not true because that's included your overall. I'm up by 3 on football, as Butch would say.
No, it's okay.
But I beat you guys with 2 guys not scoring any points and 1 guy scoring 1.5 points.
What do you mean it's my overall? I see. I see.
And I won 2 of the 3 today.
Oh, you're right. I see what you're saying. That's the overall with the golf and the college football.
Yeah, you're trying to sneak wins in there.
I didn't know. It's almost over though.
Yeah, 5 games left the way Butch does it.
I think just 3. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Thanks. I'm gonna have to run the table. 2-man race. All right, let's hit the how dare yous.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you, sir? You're gross. How dare you?
How dare yous? Here we go. This is where we take in information and then talk about some of this mad. Who wants to go first? J-Vi? Tex? I'm ready, but I
can go first.
Go ahead.
Because Tex is on mute and nobody can hear what he's saying.
I'm going to go ahead and give a preemptive how dare you to everybody who's got anything to say bad about snow, cold, football weather, and wanting everything to be played in the dome. Shut up.
How'd that work out for the NFC North? How'd it work for the NFC
Shut
North?
up. Let it happen.
Hey, Bills might have lost tonight if they played in the dome. Elements helped the Bills today.
True.
My how dare you to go. I should have brought it with me. I didn't, but I looked at it as I was packing my stuff up to leave. On the big board, AK stated that the Houston Texans would be the best red and white and blue team and advance the furthest in the playoffs. So how dare you to him for doubting the Bills.
Or saving did I motivate the Bills?
How dare you?
That's true.
Bills are officially, after this weekend, the best red, white, and blue team in the NFL. America's team.
You're welcome for even bringing that up to give you your title. I mean, you didn't even mention that. I haven't seen a Bills fan mention that yet. So you're welcome for creating a title for you. It's the only title I've ever won.
Brock Purdy.
Credit to me. Oh, I got something for you. I got 2. Who else? Who's going next? You have more?
No, I used my 2.
Okay. Tex, are you going or you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay. My first how dare you. I have 2 honorable mentions. This to the big sports media accounts. They all love to get on the microphones and their Twitter accounts and with their fingers and go through and tell everybody how we told you this. I told everybody this was how it's going to be. I said this about Jaden Daniels. I said this about who was it the other day? Was it something to do with the Steelers? No. It was last week. Dion. There you go. Dion, all that stuff. And they don't have any receipts. None of them. They just say, yeah, I said it back when, and I told y'all. Y'all are a bunch of liars because guess what? We keep receipts from August 2024, August 19th. Who's this year's Green Bay Packers, i.e. make a deep run in the playoffs? Is it the Commanders? Huh. Wonder who called that before the season started and who knows ball. It's so annoying to listen to these guys get up there and do this. And then everybody gets mad at us whenever we make a funny comment. Like I said that Dan Campbell is going to get fired, and that really makes people mad because they have no idea how to read sarcasm. So, but anyways, just how dare you to the big media accounts because they can't help themselves. Everybody does this stuff, guys. You guys aren't geniuses. We do it all the time. Like, you're not geniuses. Next, my how dare you is to those who hate love. People, how dare you for not loving love? Netflix is set to release a documentary series on Brock Purdy, which is scheduled to have a release date on February 14th this year. This man not only plays football at a very high level, but he is going to give you some Valentine's Day watching material in the name of love. And all you losers who knows ball, that's right. Oh, BMO doesn't love love. All there is to it. So check out Netflix. Shout out Netflix, not a sponsor of the show. Love is how dare you to people who don't like love. That's all I'm going to say.
This tells me he doesn't care about his team. He's in it for personal gain, in it for personal stardom. Trying to go the Ryan Gosling route. Liability at your position moves into acting career.
Maybe we should make a Netflix documentary called "There Is No I in Team."
There's no I in love either, Tex. Just so you know.
So I just sent you guys a video of Travis Hunter going to celebrate with a high school wide receiver. I'm not sure if he's from the same high school.
This was the Polynesian Bowl.
I was
watching this live, Polynesian Bowl, and the guy is an Oregon commit. He's a 5-star receiver to carry on more or whatever his name is. One-handed grab between two defenders.
And then jukes the pants off of everybody and then outruns everybody to the end zone.
And here comes
Travis Moore comes flying in there and almost blows out both of his ACLs trying to give him some back.
Travis Hunter was crawling around like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So how dare you for trying to celebrate on the field when you're not playing in the game, Travis Hunter? Because you're going to blow out both your knees.
Shout out to the Polynesian Bowl, though.
You need to wear cleats to the field if you're going to be doing that kind of stuff.
Dude, you can't be running in slides. We all know that.
You can't be running out there in slides on field turf. How dare you for not knowing that?
Socks.
Okay. How dare yous are over. Anybody else got a how dare you?
No, man. I'm so sad. Football's like we're almost out of football.
We are, but we have this one tomorrow. The game said it's at 7:30. Is that one covered? I never know with these media.
It's probably whenever coverage starts. I bet you it starts like 8:20.
I was going to say 7:45.
Okay, so it says 7:30, January 20th. Here are the lines. Ohio State is favored by 8.5. Did you see him? Did you see it?
Yeah, y'all didn't tell me that the dude did a backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he went to go jump.
Yeah, he almost blew out the other guy's ACLs too.
He looked like an unathletic person on a snowboard, like falling down the ski slope.
He looked like Pat Mahomes when he gets pushed on the sideline. Looks like Dan Campbell's dip teeth whenever they
look like Marv from Home Alone.
Here it is, the college football national title game, Ohio State, Notre Dame, number 8 versus number 7. Wow, look at how far these underdogs and these higher seeds made it. People said it wasn't possible. Notre Dame plus 285 money line, Ohio State favored by 8.5, over under 45.5. The one I'm most confident is the over because I think Ohio State's going to score 1 billion points.
In the BCS era, this is the Orange Bowl right here.
I mean, is Ohio State the best football team in Ohio?
I know that South Alabama is the only one to win a bowl game in Alabama. Ohio was the MAC champions.
Yeah, but I mean, Cincinnati and Cleveland didn't make the playoffs.
I'm sure
LeBron be the best team without winning your conference.
That's true. That's true.
So you're saying Ohio?
MAC champions.
Yeah. I'm going with Ohio.
So, anything on this? I mean, I feel like this game is just going to be.
Do you think? Serious question. I may have asked this before. I know I've brought up a similar agenda before, but do you think that if Notre Dame wins, well, I guess it doesn't even really matter if they win because they're in the game. Do you think that they push harder for Notre Dame to have to join a conference because Notre Dame gets all $20 million? They don't have to split it between 14 other teams in their conference. You know how like Oregon State and Washington State got all of Oregon's playoff money.
Yep.
Well, you get more money each round you go to, so it's beneficial for your conference to have a team make it.
Why would Notre Dame ever want to do that?
I'm not saying they want to, but I'm saying that are they going to?
How could they force to? But why? It's not costing the NCAA or anybody from.
But it's giving Notre Dame an advantage because they can use that money to pay players. They can use that money, whereas they're getting all of the money instead of Ohio State getting $1.3 million of that.
Yeah, but they also have higher academic. I don't know. It's kind of a this or that type deal. Like their academic standards are probably way higher than Ohio State's.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting question. So I just know that Notre Dame.
Because with the way the new rules will
be,
it will give them an advantage over other. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe it's everybody goes independent. You just play who you play for 15 games, and then you start a playoff. Maybe that's the future.
Nope, we need conferences.
I think the thing that you forget about everything here is Notre Dame has a special contract with NBC where they have exclusive rights to all their games. Would Ohio State be able to do the same thing? Because only Texas has the Longhorn Network that I know of.
Well, I don't think they have it anymore.
To where they,
I think they had to get rid of it when they went to the SEC.
Yeah, I think it merged with the SEC network.
Yeah,
I bet you they still have it because you could still watch because it wasn't just football; it was also all the other sports,
right?
But
the Olympic sports
and baseball.
Who do you think wins this game?
Notre Dame. I can't say that Ohio State's going to win. I just can't do it.
I don't. A problem with Notre Dame is, like, I don't think Ohio State's going to score like everybody thinks they are, but I think Ohio State's defense is good enough to keep Notre Dame's offense under wraps too. I just like Ohio State's going to be able to score a little bit more than Notre Dame.
Do you think anytime touchdown by Leonard is in play?
I mean, what is Ohio State against mobile quarterbacks? I don't know. I don't know enough about these two teams. These aren't teams that I typically watch.
Damn. I guess Gabriel's the most mobile they've played.
They saw him twice. The first game, I think he kind of did whatever he wanted.
Yeah, I think he is because they played.
The Marshalls. Marshall have a mobile quarterback. No, they didn't play Marshall, did they?
No, they played. I mean, they did not do well with somebody who was very physical with them. That was
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Notre Dame's going to be physical. They're going to try to bully you up front. I don't know.
Can Will Howard do this for 4 games in a row? That's the question.
I think he kind of got discovered in the last game, but they've had 2 NFL playoff games between this game and the last game.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest question. Can Will Howard keep doing this at that level? That's my big question. Question of the game. We will see, though. That means we get more football tomorrow. So that's the best part about it. You get to get home, be like, oh, no, football's ending. And then it's like, wait a minute, national title game. Let's throw in some
last Monday night game of the year.
Last college game of the year. This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible. This is sad. Anything else?
No.
Nope.
Well, this has been episode 201. 201 right here. National Popcorn Day. Oh, quick fun facts about National Popcorn. 41% of people prefer sweet. 38% prefer savory. 21% prefer plain popcorn. What are you, a bunch of psychos? Who eats plain popcorn? This is dumb.
What's sweet? Kettle corn?
Yeah.
Gross.
And it turns out women are roughly 30% more likely to choose kettle corn than men. The favorite flavor is 31% is butter, followed by white cheddar at 16%, and then caramel and kettle corn are tied at 15%.
It's funny. Have you guys ever done this? Because it was, I was listening to the Buffalo Sports Talk Radio, and their guy was talking about he did this. And it's funny that we're even talking about it because I would have never remembered this or thought to bring it up until we're talking about popcorn, movie butter, and all that stuff. He stated that he goes into the movies, gets popcorn, and walks out and goes home. Like, he doesn't go to the actual movie. He gets it to take home and watches a movie at home. Have you ever thought of doing that?
No.
would you consider it?
Oh, there you go. Ohio State wins by 5. Would I consider it?
That means Notre Dame covers.
Yeah, that's all I really want. I just need Notre Dame to cover.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, they're on that, buddy.
Good,
Anthony.
Good teams win. Great teams cover. Okay, J Bones would do that.
Walk into the movie theater, order popcorn, and then leave.
Yes, because you buy your tickets at the concession stand now. They don't have like the gates where you buy your tickets. Then go in. You buy your tickets the same place you buy popcorn.
But why would you go buy popcorn?
Well, no. Wait a minute. So if you order them online, then you go up there and you buy your popcorn, and then you scan in your your QR code, and then it prints out the tickets there.
If I lived 100 feet, I would do it too. I think we live too far away.
Why can't you just pop your own? Speaking of which,
because it's not as good and it's not in a big bucket.
Dude, we got a popcorn maker. It's like 4 feet tall. It's got that little bucket in the middle.
All right, money bags.
What do you mean money? It's Amazon. Like, what do you mean? Like,
It doesn't mean things on Amazon aren't expensive.
Oh, did you buy that light yet?
Amazon.
No, I didn't buy the light yet. I'll buy it after the show.
He bought his popcorn bucket.
Dude, that thing is sick. We had somebody over, and so it's got that little bucket in the bottom where the popcorn pops, falls out, and goes in there. The guy, Country Roads, Take Mahomes, came over to watch the game. His son's the same age as our kids. He went over and took all the kernels that we had underneath it and dumped it right in the bottom. So we had to pick up every single kernel. That was pretty funny.
You just need to get a shop vac, dude. Come on.
I'm not going to bring a shop vac in there. What is going to waste of popcorn kernels?
You might think that thing's good now. Wait 10 more years when that butter's lubed up on there.
Oh yeah, just wait 10 more years.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
On your
you heard him. All due respect, dude. All due respect.
Dude, Anthony Rook says movie theater popcorn is butter is the best. If it's 100 feet away,
exactly.
That never even crossed my mind. I don't understand why you wouldn't just. I don't get it.
It's not the same.
Also, the most popular popcorn brand. What do you think it is?
Over Redenbacher.
Okay, first of all, that's not how you say it. Overall. Oh my gosh, it's Orville, yes, but that's 53%, and then Pop Secret is number 2, and Act 2 is number 3, which is ironic. So, but anyways, that was my popcorn story. Is that we have a popcorn maker now, and it is that popcorn is better. I will admit that is. You take a little oil, you put a little butter in that thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When that stuff, it's like that grilled cheese maker that I had in college. Like that thing, it had so much butter on it for the 10 years I'd had it before as a kid.
Oh, you mean it's going to be better when I get the butters on?
Yeah, like when it's just cooked and
like a wok.
Yeah, that's why movie theater popcorn is so good.
It's only $200. I mean, it's not that expensive.
Yeah, I mean that's just.
Dude, you're not even probably looking at the right one. He's probably looking at the.
Look, you don't even have to hit a 16-leg parlay to get that. You could hit a 8-leg parlay.
He just went all Tony Romo on us.
I went Tony Romo. Look, Anthony Rook says down with the Chiefs. I want Bills, Commanders, Super Bowl.
Ooh, rematch.
That would be a rematch. What, 90?
Is this what you're talking about right here?
One.
Look, on the wheels and everything.
It's not that fancy. No. That's different, buddy.
What about this one?
Nice try. No. I bet it was on sale. There's no way. There's no way. You know your sister-in-law. You think she's going to? Absolutely not.
I could see her not realizing what she's spending whenever she clicks it.
No, I think that it's no. Also, guys, TikTok was banned. TikTok was banned for like 12 hours, man. People were losing their minds. That was pretty funny, I have to admit. But
is it back?
It is back.
Nice. People love us on TikTok.
They do. Yeah, dude. I don't yell at any. The people don't yell at us on there at all. I put the TikTok, the TikTok ban. I did the Aaron Rodgers last year when he took out the American flag.
Highlights of the season.
Highlights of the TikTok ban 2025, and it was Aaron Rodgers running onto the field with the flag, and he blows his Achilles out 3 plays later. I don't have anything else. Is that it? Anthony, you're new in here, man. Thanks for joining. Anything else, boys? I don't have anything else.
Nope.
Okay.
Bills.
Well,
go Bills.
Bills, Chiefs, Commanders, Eagles. Final four. National title game tomorrow, everybody. Enjoy the last football game. It sucks it's on a Monday. Hate that. I tried to call into John Gruden's show on he's not new. That's right. That's right. Oh,
dude,
yes,
way
dude.
to go.
Okay.
Way to not know.
Rook, I got you. Never mind.
When you take care of the football and you take the football away,
J-Vi's listening to all of it. All right.
That's right.
Rook, I got you. I got you.
All
right.
All right, AK. Close it out.
I'm doing it. I got it.
We love football.
Good night, good rock 30. Love.
Go Bills.
Love.
Yeah, it's our passion.
But also go Bills.
That's why